go with a cannon in the middle. But he goes with the cannon. Wait, look at this trick, guys. If we log this last second, he's not going to expect it. Alright, guys. Enough playing around. We are hopping into ladder, guys, today with this 3.0 Expo deck, but with goblins. I've been trying to use this deck, or like actually a few people have asked me about this deck, if it's good or not on my streams. And, you know, I decided that why not try it out, because I haven't tried this variation out. And I honestly thought it wouldn't be that good, but, like, then I was like, okay, it's hero goblins. There's, like, 150 of them in the top 200, which is, like, an 70 or 80% of the top 200 is using them. So I was like, okay, there's no way it's not going to work in Expo, right? And, of course, on stream, we did end up pushing to, like, top 500 with them, like 2,400. So obviously they do work, and they do offer like a ton of value, just like that. You see that? I literally just popped a 1 elixir ability and got like 400 damage there, even more than 400 damage. So that should kind of tell you that this deck does work. And so, you know, I wanted to just kind of get a little trophy push going here, since we're not we're not too low, but we're not too high either. So yeah, and it looks like we're against an E-Giant deck here, which is interesting. That Golden Knight just, dude, can we get a nerf to that card? Like, real talk. That card has not been nerfed in like 6 balance changes, and it's been broken for the past like 6 months. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't think anybody likes to have Golden Knight metas. Like, it's just like Golden Knight plus Tornado. It is just not fun. And also E-Giant metas. E-Giant is really good right now. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of that kind of stuff going on here. But I'm going to go with my Expo here, since he doesn't have enough for the E-Giant. And, of course, you know, he has to Barber. I think he has to Lightning this as well. Yeah, he has to Lightning that 100%. So we get like a ton of damage there. I'm gonna go with my Goblins here. He's probably gonna get down like a Golden Knight, just barely. If double elixir didn't hit, then he would have probably lost half his tower there. But it is what it is, guys. Double elixir kind of saved him there. Also, interesting dash there. I'm just gonna pop my ability here, just so the Golden Knight doesn't get to my tower. We can just split our archers again. He goes with a baby dragon. I'm gonna prediction his bullet here, guys. Watch, look at this. Oh my god, that's perfect. I'm also going to fireball this on 0, because he might try to get the goblins down. He doesn't get them down in time. We're going to go with our knight here. He's going to go with his golden knight, and that is perfect, guys. I knew he would go with a bowler in the back exactly when I placed my Expo, and guess what? He did, and we punished them. And so that's just pretty much GG's. Honestly, I don't really see him coming back from this. We'll see if he like continues to try or not. But that was a really, really well-played Expo, in my opinion, because I knew exactly he would go with this bowler right when I placed my Expo there. So we're just going to go with our defensive Expo here, kind of play defense here now. If he goes with the bowler, yeah, I was going to say I'm going to fireball that, because, you know, I don't really have anything else to play. I can Archers up high here, since he just played his Baby Dragon. He's obviously going to go with his Golden Knight, which is fine with me. I can just log here for the E-Giant. Barbell's not going to do anything. He's probably going to go with his dash, so yeah, that dash is going to be a little bit troublesome. Let me go with my Knight here. If he goes Tornado, it's fine. It's not going to do anything. And then I got to go with my Evo Tesla here, unfortunately, just to kill the Baby Dragon. He goes with a really bad placed cannon there. I can just Archers like this. We have a defensive Expo down, guys. That's pretty much going to be GG's. There's not really much he could do here. He's down so much damage that at this point, it's pretty much GG's. And yeah, it looks like he's just going to give up, guys. He's not going to play anything. I don't blame him. But yeah, that is going to be GG's, guys. I will see you guys in the next match. Alright, guys, into our second match here against Rids. Let's see what he's playing. Hopefully we can face maybe another E-Giant deck or something. I would like to beat E-Giant twice in a row. We'll see what he's playing, though. Goblins could be literally like 1,000 decks. No, he's got Ghost. Ghost plus Goblins could be that new Piggies deck with Wizard. I wouldn't be surprised if it was that. He's got a... Okay, Goblin Cage. It makes me want to say... Probably another E-Giant deck, honestly, because Goblin Cage Evo is only used in, like, 1 deck, and actually 2 decks. Recruits, actually 3 decks. Recruits, E-Giant, and Graveyard, but from the looks of it, it looks like it's probably going to be a E-Giant deck with a Wizard. So the Wizard is going to make this a lot more difficult and a lot more tricky, but I think we should be fine here. Yeah, I went on that Expo kind of instinctively that I was not a good play, because he's going to have enough for E-Giant, yeah. Kind of a bad play there. And the reason I did that was because whenever someone places like a 4 to 5 elixir card in the back, and you know they have like an E-Giant or a Golem, it's usually a good idea to go with your Expo at the bridge, because that means they're not going to have enough for their win condition, aka the E-Giant, the Golem, Lava Hound maybe, stuff like that. So that's a really good play usually against these kind of like a lot more expensive decks and stuff. So that would have been a good play if we had played that like 1 second sooner, but it is what it is. We have to unfortunately waste our Evil Archers here, and yeah, Evil Archers get no counter push, which is really unfortunate actually. Let's see what he does here. He's gonna go with a really bad cage there. That cage is going to tie to my Evil Archer, and yeah, that's going to be a dead Brawler. I don't think I have to play Goblins here. I'm not gonna play it because if he gets a shot, and I play Goblins, it's just kind of a waste. So he might go with like a Wizard. Yeah, I should have seen that coming, to be honest. Yeah, I gotta Fireball this. Unfortunately, that's gonna get a lot of damage. Not really much we could do here. Yeah, that was just kind of a bad play. Do not do that play, guys. That was kind of a bad play on my end, but I didn't know he was like I knew he was gonna do that, but like I didn't think he was actually gonna do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, unfortunate. We can just Evo Tesla up here. He's definitely gonna lightning this, so I'm gonna have my Expo ready. Yep, exactly. That's exactly why I have my Expo ready. And then that Evo Ghost is gonna cause us a little bit of problems, but I think we can just Goblins here on top of that, kill the Ghost, and then go with my Knight like this, so the Expo survives a little bit, so we can't just E-Giant the bridge immediately. And then we can probably pop our ability here. I'm gonna wait like a second just so he plays that. I'm gonna go with my ability here. He's gonna go with his Ghost, which is fine. The Ghost is gonna take it out like okayly, I guess. We're gonna Fireball this cage, just kind of get some chip damage, not really much to do here, unless he goes with his E-Giant. We can just Tesla down low. I was gonna say he's definitely gonna go with his E-Giant. Hopefully that Wizard gets targeted. Perfect. The Wizard gets targeted, and now I think we can just go with our Expo like this, and he can't really do anything. If he lightnings, we just have Evo Archers, and that will be a good defense for us. I'm gonna log here, try to get some damage, but I guess I guess that wasn't in the cards today. We can just Archers here plus E-Spirit. The only part about this that I don't like is that we have to keep wasting our Evil Archers on defense, and instead of having like an offensive push with it, which kind of sucks. But this is a really good Fireball here. Wait, can we kill that? Yeah, he has to go with his Dark Prince, right? The Brawler's gonna die. We can just log here, go with my E-Spirit like this. Does he have that much elixir? I don't think he does. Yeah, okay, he's gonna go with his Goblins. He's definitely gonna have enough elixir now for the E-Giant stuff. Let me kite this out of range. Never mind. Okay, so he had elixir there. We can just Archers like this to snipe that out. He can't really tornado that in because it's not gonna kill it. And then we can just Archers, or not Archers. We can go with our Tesla here. Go with my E-Spirit like this, just so we can kill the Ghost. And I'm gonna just Fireball the Goblin Cage here. This is gonna be like a matchup where it's just like spell cycle at the end of the day, It's just kind of boring like this, but that's just kind of how you have to play this matchup, unfortunately. But he's going to give us a really good Fireball there. I knew he would go E-Giant there, so that's why I went with my E-Spirit. The Knight's going to kill that E-Giant, or that Dark Prince. We can go with our Tesla like this, maybe just to try to pressure him a little bit. No, he's going to go with his Ghost there. Kind of knew it there. I will just Fireball the tower here because he needs like 2 lightnings to win the game. But then again, we can get like 2 Fireballs. So I think he still loses this. I could be wrong. There's just 20 seconds left. Yeah, he's going to go with his first lightning. I'm going to go with my log here and then Fireball, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go with my Fireball here. He can get back to another lightning, but it doesn't really matter, guys. We can just get back to another Fireball, and we do win the game, guys. Let's just go with our Knight like this. And then we Fireball in 0, and it doesn't really matter even if he did lightning the tower. But yeah, that was a perfect win right there against a E-Giant matchup, which I think is not the easiest matchup in the game. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next match. Alright, guys, into our third match here against Split Evil Wall Breakers. That's like 1 deck, usually 2 decks. Could be Recruits, could be Minor Wall Breakers, but judging from his name, it's probably going to be Recruits. If you know, you know. Probably going to be Recruits. Unfortunate matchup, but hopefully I can show you guys how to beat this matchup. We'll have to see, though. It's going to be, a little bit tricky, but we should still win this. We'll have to see, though. He's got the Skelly Bow version. Okay. The fact that he has minions, though, is going to make this kind of bad because we can't really kill minions, as you guys can see here. We have, Goblin, we have a Fireball and Test. Oh, my God. Well, that was kind of a well-played arrows, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, he's got minions. We can't really kill it unless we fireball, and that's always a -1 trade. We can always go Evo Tesla plus E-Spirit, but that's also a negative, that's a negative trade. That's like a -2 trade. So yeah, this is not good. The fact that he has minions and arrows is really going to be AIDS. I'm not sure why he has that, but like, okay, I guess. Like, I don't know, dude. This is going to be really bad just because of that. He might have another spell. I'm not sure, but he's using goblins plus recruits plus all of this shit. Like, it's just look AIDS, dude. I'm not going to lie. This does not look fun to play against. But I'm going to cycle my Tesla here. I do want to cycle my Tesla because I want to get back to an Evo Tesla just so I can have it for offense or for defense for, like, his Evo Skelly Barrel and stuff. So I just hope, you know, we can break through with the Evo Tesla, but we'll have to see. He's going to arrows pretty much nothing. That means I can just go with my archers like this. And then let's see what he does here. Wait, he fireballs on 0. He has no elixir. Wait, what is he doing? Bro, he actually has no elixir now. I'm not sure what that arrows and fireball was, but yeah, I think he's gonna get bailed out because of double elixir. Yeah, all he needs to do now is just minions on top, and he gets bailed out. Wow, that is not a fair bailout, guys. Let's go goblins here, and then go my expo right away. I kid you not, he does not have that much elixir. He's gonna go with his ability, right? But that ability's gonna push the knight plus the goblin onto the tower. I can pop my ability here. What does he have for this? He doesn't have anything. He has no elixir. He should have arrows now. What is he doing? Dude, that's gonna take pretty much half his tower. He goes recruits, but it doesn't really matter. We can just knight like this. Archer survives, and that's just 2 fireballs now, bro. What is this guy doing? Okay, I have no clue what this guy's doing. I will take the win, though. I'm not sure what he was trying to do here. We can just log like this, and then now we have an Evo Tesla on the map here, and he can't really do anything. I'm just going to go with my fireball here soon. Just to cycle, you know, the fireball. He's going to go with his ability plus the recruits. Really bad recruits there. Let's go archers like this. Let's go E-Spirit here. Let's go goblins like this to tank that. And now all we need to do is just tank for the card, so we can just get back to a fireball, guys. And that is going to be GG's. Let's go, guys. That is a perfect win against recruits. All right, guys. Into our next match here against Bocata. Interesting name. From Vandal Esports. Okay, there's a whole bunch of these esports clients, bro. They're kind of random. Like, they have just, like, these random-ass names, but who knows? Who knows what that means? But, let's just go goblins like this for the Dark Prince. Just to cycle back to our, knight, and so we have the goblins for his, Evo goblins. Yeah, okay. That's exactly how I would win with my goblins split like that, but looks like he's playing, like, a weird deck. He's got Dark Prince, Muskie plus goblins. I have no clue what this is. Probably some off-meta deck. We'll have to see. You know, I'll just take my fireball here. Whoa, what is it? What? EQ2? Nah, you can't be doing that play, right? That was like 8 elixir right there at the bridge for no reason. Like, he's gonna get like a shot with a piggy, sure, but like, there's no way that's a viable play, right? Like, that can't be a viable play, that right there. He went 8 elixir like that in single. I'm not gonna, I probably should have, honestly, I should have split archers and then gone expo, but I want to take advantage of my elixir lead here. I'm going to go with my goblins like this. Yeah, he's going to go with his musketeer. I'm going to go with my knight here. Yeah, he goes Dark Prince. Wait, low-key, this is, like, really good for us. Like, let me just pop the ability here, surround the Dark Prince, and then the goblins are gonna take out the Dark Prince. He's going to go with the EQ last second. I'm honestly going to go with my archers here. Maybe he has enough elixir for the... Yeah, okay. That was kind of bad. He has enough elixir for the Barbarella, which is kind of unfortunate. But I think I want to go with my Expo on 0 because... whatever he does, he's going to have to go with his either pigs or he's going to have to go with a cannon in the middle. But he goes with the cannon. Wait, look at this trick, guys. If we log this last second, he's not going to expect it. And we can just get a lock on the tower, guys. Oh my god, look at that. Let's go Eastward like this for the goblins. No way. That's a huge lock right there. And that's pretty much game-winning damage right there. And now he's going to be trying to go desperately on offense. He's going to go with his pigs on 0. He's going to go also with his ability. So we can just goblins here. That shouldn't really do any more damage than it already did. And at this point, like, we can just defend for the rest of the match, and there's not really much he can do. He can't really spell cycle us because EQ does way less than a fireball. I'm going to go with my... Actually, I'm not going to go with my ability here. Maybe I will. You know what? I'm going to go with my ability here just in case he gets to, like, a 2-tower situation. But he still has to go with his bar barrel. He might EQ those archers. It's fine if he does. I'm going to go with my Expo on offense. The only reason I'm doing this, guys, is not to get damage, but it's literally just to force out Elixir here. He's obviously going to EQ that, which is fine. We still get, like, 1 tick on the tower, which is not bad. But the only reason I'm going Expo on offense on the opposite lane is to force him to commit Elixir so he can't be able to put, like, a push. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's going to go with his evil piggies. We can just fireball plus E-Spirit. We shouldn't really lose from here unless we have a stroke, which, you know, is entirely possible, but highly unlikely. You know, we're going to test, like, yeah, he's going to go with his barbell. Well, he actually failed to protect that. I'm going to log like this, and I want to go with my knight here just so he can't go with his turret. Although the turret nowadays doesn't even hit the tower, so that's really good for us. But we can just split archers here continuously. He's going to go in on offense. Kind of a bad piggies there. We're just going to fireball that every single time. Not really much he can do here. I'm going to go with my E-Spirit. He might just cannon. Yeah, okay, he does cannon. Let's just go with our goblins here. I'm also going to go with my archers here last second. It's fine if he gets a shot. Doesn't really matter. But at this point, yeah, we're up like we're up more than 1,000 damage. There's really nothing you can do here, guys. Yeah, he's just like, you know, he's just playing for his pride at this point. Let's just log the goblins here just to get some more chip damage, and then I'm always gonna fireball the pigs, guys. Whenever you're in this situation, you always want to save the evil Tesla for the evil pigs, and you want to go with your fireball whenever they just go with the regular pigs, so you don't, you know, risk losing the tower somehow or something, or like, you know, taking damage. Is what I mean. So at this point, he's just gonna, yeah, he's gonna go with the barbell there. Yeah, he's gonna go in with his Dark Prince, gonna go EQ like that. But at this point, there's really nothing you can do, guys. He's just playing for his pride. Let's just go archers here to snipe that. He's gonna go with his Dark Prince, which is fine. Let me just goblins here. And then I'm also gonna go with my knight like this, kill the barbell, and he's gonna go with his EQ. But yeah, that is that's not gonna do anything. Expo's going to lock onto the tower, guys. Just to reinforce our damage lead, let's go log like this for the piggies. That kills the musketeer as well. He goes barbell, and he goes with his ability, but it doesn't really matter, guys. And effectively, that is going to be GG's. Like, I don't know why he's still trying. Like, he's just kind of wasting his time. I'll fireball the piggies last minute, and yeah, that is going to be GG's, guys. That is, yeah, a really good win there. Yeah, he's going to give up, but yeah. That is going to be GG's, guys. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you guys do smash that like button. Make sure you guys do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.